So let's get into it right away. We ain't got too much time. But check this out. So y'all remember the whole climate change protests on the road to Burning Man, and it was a big deal. Everybody was against the climate control people. They were causing a lot of headaches for a lot of people who weren't necessarily expecting these headaches. You know what I mean? So check this out. Are the riders still on strike? Are they? I heard they signing like one-off deals to like certain networks. So they're like the streaming. They turned into a streaming company. So I heard like they signed a deal with AMC. But are they on strike? Because how do you can't write this. I'm telling you, you cannot write this. It is impossible. So let me get straight into it. So the climate control people got protested on. The police came through, gunpoint, locked them up, right? Everybody's cheering it on. Like, you can't, why are you doing that? Because it caused a lot of headaches for a lot of people. But can you tell me, I don't even know how to say it. Look at the pictures. This is Burning Man. This is Burning Man. Climate control, climate change came to Burning Man. And this is not rare. This is something that's rare. This is not something that's normal at Burning Man. This type of weather, especially. That's probably why they plan it like this. Burning Man got flooded out. There was a firestorm at Burning Man. Like, it's crazy. So, what's going on? Like, you can't write this. So the Burning Man people were tripping on the climate control people. Everybody then jumped on the bandwagon, the conservatives and all. Like, climate control. Then climate control came. Climate change came for that ass. Look at the pictures. Look, there's the wind right there. Yes, it probably didn't have the fire. They had the fire already. And this is why I say it came for that. Because it's called Burning Man. You can't burn shit. You can't burn wet wood, first and foremost. So don't think that when the rain stops, you're just going to burn something. No, you're not. Unless y'all covered it up. Like, if it rained a lot. So it's like climate change came in and then ruined Burning Man after they was tripping on the protesters. And if you watch the 15-minute video, you can almost side with the protesters not being in that traffic. I understand being in that traffic, like the frustrations, the anger, everything. Like, traffic is crazy. It'll drive you crazy. Like, if you can avoid traffic at all times. That's all I gotta say. But back to the subject. So the people, they were saying like, hey, y'all burners, like, come on, climate change, woo, why y'all so mad at us? Called the police on them. Not only did they call the police on them, they called the police on them saying somebody was threatening to get a gun, right? One of the burners did that. I'm not gonna put it on all of them, but they got somebody like that pulling up. And if it's one, it's 100 of them, with all those people, hundreds of them. So, and there's like thousands of people there. I think the city fits like 8,000 people or something like that. So can you imagine this large city? 8,000 people, only a small group of them experienced that climate control protest, and none of them would have want to experience that, right? So a few days later, they happy enjoying riding around in their little electric bikes, in a little constructed city. They probably burned a few days. I seen some videos. I'll pull some videos up. They were burning. They got a couple days of burning. Then climate control came in. Maybe the climate control people was controlling the weather. It was like, hey, don't treat our protesters like that. I'm willing to jump on the conspiracy on that, because that's kind of crazy. You can't write that. Mother Nature came through and just wet all the wood, just flooded Burning Man. First with the winds. They can't even light the fires because we got the dust devils spinning up, taking the fires, burning everything down. Then comes the storms. Just wash everything away. You see the pictures, bro. It's flooded. There's no infrastructure. They're on a dry lake bed. So imagine the lowest point of the valley where the lake, where water would settle. They're there. So all the water, all that rain, surrounding rains from the hills around, they're coming down there. So, it wasn't nice. Definitely wasn't nice. Look at that. Look at the pictures. They're walking around. They're riding bikes. You can't ride bikes in that mud. You can't walk in that mud. Like, you probably walk in, picking up each foot got about like 10, 12 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds of mud just accumulating as you take every step. They walk around barefoot. It's crazy, man. Mother Nature then came through and put Burning Man out. And, I'm like I said, I don't know what's what. I feel like I'm not trying to I got a lot of questions. I'm not picking a side if climate change is a thing or not. Yes, the climate is changing. It's definitely changing. Do we play a role in it? I think that's the main question, right? Is our role big enough to make change? I think that's the other question, right? So I don't know. Need more information. A lot of motherfuckers want to just jump on the bandwagon, but need more information on that one. So I'm just gonna say I like the fact that the climate, whether who's causing it, climate done changed on that ass on the people trying to say, hey, and they weren't even against climate change. They were just not with them protesting, and it would happen to be that something that they would agree with normally. So they gotta, some of them gotta be like, hey, damn, I think this is on us, man. We shouldn't have did them like that. You let in one little rat, it kind of just destroys the whole thing, and that's what happened right there. And let it be a lesson. Let it be a lesson. Karens, Kens, don't go around just calling the police on people because you're going to ruin the fun for everybody. And somehow, it must be connected. It has to be connected. That police phone call and the Burning Man getting rained out was not in the forecast. We got rained over here, not in the forecast. A lot of rain. Not in the forecast, not even when we woke up, not even until 10 minutes before it happened. Not in the forecast, no rain. Just came flooded. It rained pretty hard out here, but I can only imagine in Burning Man, you got no. I mean, you're in the lowest point in the valley. It's gonna flood. But I just want to let y'all know, let that be a lesson to karma, and treat people how you'd like to be treated. You know what I mean? Because they probably dry in jail right now on some Indian reservation. So just take that. Think about that. You know what I mean? We're going to step away. Like I said, this was going to be a short one. I did just want to hit that because it was really important. I thought that's what needed to make this story full. A lot of people like to see the police run through them like that, which in the case where it was if that phone call wasn't made, to say that they had a gun and the police were wilding out, even though that is a tribal reservation, they do what they want, right? But just you kind of want just some sort of set level of just police force, right? So I mean that's all acceptable. Someone said they had a gun, they pulling through, they shutting it down, right? They actually want to maybe see that person with that gun, just to figure out who it is. When they do all that person with the gun is gonna probably do something, you know what I mean? So they definitely acted right. If anybody's questioning why the police did what they did, they actually acted appropriately. Someone was supposed to have the gun. You know what I mean? The person who made that phone call, though, they should be serving some time. And that's facts. That's always facts.